All right, good morning, gang. Tradingology.com's trading room for the final day on June. This is June 30th. Good morning, Dave. How we doing?
Hey, good morning.
There he is. All right.
I had to check to make sure I was on the right microphone here for a second, but Zoom is smart because I had I've got my blue microphone set up, and then I have the computer, and it automatically went to the computer because I have the blue on mute.
Nice. Every once in a while it works like it's supposed to, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that is good. Okay, official announcement. The 1929-1932 playbook is off the table.
And what did you see to take us off the table?
The Fed is buying and changed the Volcker rules, so now banks can buy financial assets, and we are going to new highs, guys. We're probably going to go into hyperinflation, and I will predict it here. First, on Tradingology, Dow 40,000.
Wow, there's a big one.
A little tongue-in-cheek, but I think we are going higher here.
Yeah, we're definitely going higher right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just don't. I think what's going on is that I've listened to so many different people with different opinions about what's going on in the market. And there's one thing that became pretty clear is that some people think the Fed is absolutely stupid. They don't know what's going on. And then I heard somebody say something totally contrary to that. They know exactly what's going on and they know what they're doing. And they are engineering it. And I think that's probably the case.
That's closer to the truth for sure, I would say.
Yeah.
Because they can't be where they are for that long and not understand and not get it.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to pump up financial assets. They're going to pump up cryptocurrencies. They're going to pump up anything in the financial asset world, I think, including real estate. They're creating inflation, and they're going to overshoot. So the hyperinflation scenario of 1932, I think it was 32 to 36, after the deflation was done, is probably going to start kicking in. So we'll see. We'll see. Good morning, Andre.
We got one member trying to jump on. Let me grab a link here for him. Or what do we show for?
Internals don't look too bad. We're down a little bit, obviously, but we're not up at those really high levels.
Yeah, definitely some choppy waters here. Looking at when we opened up, where it was opened up negative, and then moved up to the zero line, dropped. Now it's coming back up again. So we're definitely in choppy waters for sure. Looking at those internals, not an easy setup for sure. But like you say, with buying anything under the sun, it feels like it's going to keep going up until they turn off the machine again.
Well, the Fed knows that the stocks can't go up without the financials. And so that's why the Volcker rule was pared back. We had and then we also had the announcement that they're buying financial stocks a few weeks ago, and then they reemphasized that again last week. So, they're going to support other primary dealers, JP Morgan, Citi Chase, all those guys, and Goldman. They're gonna support them. In turn, those primary dealers are going to go out and buy the regional banks stocks, and they can't have a rally without the financial. Same thing happened in 2000 after the dot-com crash. The financials weren't performing very well. Fed stepped in and started buying them up. So,
welcome, Roger. Good to see you. He was one that was having a quick little issue there, so we got him in. So good to see you. You're welcome, sir. What else is going on in the world here? Let me take a quick look. The gold silver ratio is taking a quick dive down this recent couple days here.
It was, yeah, actually today, yeah, it's down to 98. It was up as high as 101 a couple of days ago. You're right.
Keeps flirting with that 100 level again. Now it's coming back down, I see.
Yeah, well, it was. Remember, it was like way up there, 120 or something like that, and then came down to 100, and that looked like support. And it's just kind of been hovering around there for a while. So we may end up seeing gold sell off here, especially as the market goes higher. What do you guys think? Andre, you got an opinion on this? Andre asked a lot of questions, but I really would like his insights. I think Andre is much smarter than he thinks. But
He's just here as the sponge, and he's taking it all in. But
Andre,
nuggets every once in a while, right?
yeah, Andre's a smart guy. I'm sure he's got his opinions here. Come on, share, Andre. Let's hear what you got to say. Roger, you're more than welcome to chime in. Welcome, by the way.
Yeah, Roger, you probably remember he's been around since 2018, so he's been one of our longer term members for sure. Now he's got some extra time off today, so he's happy to join us.
Fantastic.
For the little quick bit, there's a nice little move up coming. I'm going to take some profits.
Nice.
One more to hit. Let's wait for it. Do you hear it? Oh. Waiting for the. It's going to spike there. I might just take that. Here, I'll give you the teaser. I'm in a short little long position.
There you
go. Long position.
There you go.
Waiting for that guy to hit. Come on, touch it. Then we got one more up here.
Oh, you're going for the moon on that one.
It's trying to get there. Here it comes.
It's going to get it.
Order filled.
There you go.
All right, we got one left. Maybe we'll just do this.
Nice.
We'll switch this around. Here's how you write it up, guys.
You're going to put the brackets in?
We'll put the stop in. We'll just ride the stop up.
And put a little cell just above it. So typically what I'll do is I'll have the brackets. I'll move the brackets up as the price goes up. So
this way, if it spikes really big, I won't get out. I'll just ride this up.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll come down and hit it, though. There we go. That's fine. We're talking.
That's all right.
We like the quick profits. If anyone's curious, that's why I was just using these EMAs. Bounced right off it. Had a nice little 5-point move. It's a good little, nice little scalp.
Yeah, that is nice.
All right, now I'll turn that off so I stop looking at it.
So yesterday I tweeted that, or I sent you a message that I was diversifying into XLM and Link. XLM this morning is up over 2%.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with Bittrex. If you're listening, Bittrex, why can't I fill my orders?
What?
For some reason, I can't get in mine. It says order not filled. Please try again later. I'm like, for 2 days?
That's ridiculous.
So I've opened a ticket and they tried to reply with an automated bot saying, well, if it's not trading where you are, it's not going to fill. I'm like, thanks for looking at the actual message, people.
Wow.
Yeah, that's multiple cryptos too. I'm trying to get some Link and some. I was looking at Cardano again. ADA is doing well.
Yeah.
What was the other one we were talking about? XLM.
XLM, yeah. Yeah, XLM came out with an interesting email from the foundation, from the Stellar Foundation. Let me see if I could find. No, I deleted it. Let me see if I can. Maybe I can still get it from my email.
Andre, do you still see a crypto rally in mid-July is the question. What do you see, Andre?
Yeah.
Then we'll compare notes.
Come on, Andre. Spill the beans. I know you know. I think we've started. So I tweeted this out yesterday. I think we're at the beginning of a third leg up in the crypto markets. If you look at any chart in the crypto space right now, in fact, let me take a picture of what I'm seeing here. We hit a low on March 12th. I believe we already are in a bull market. And we're bouncing off the levels just as in a channel. If the channel holds, I think we're going to go a lot higher. Let me send this over to the RTS updates.
There it is. Where's Dave?
So I was anticipating the kind of pullback that we had over the weekend happening over the next couple of weeks. Instead, we got a sharp sell-off on Saturday down to approximately equilibrium. And that yellow line there is support going way back.
This one, the bottom.
Yeah, that bottom one near the 0.5.
Yep.
That support level goes all the way back to September of 2019. And we broke through it, and then we came back down to retouch it. So it is a important support level, I believe, that was not breached. In fact, it hit it perfectly. And the 50%, the 0.5 quadrant there was the next lower level I was looking at on that move, and it didn't hit it, so it shows some strength here. I really anticipated that whole move down in XLM would have taken another couple of weeks, but it happened over the weekend, so I think we're good to go. If we close above that McKinley white line there, that's the dynamic moving average. It's
Okay,
like it's like the EMA, but I like the McKinley because it really does. It really is very, very dynamic. It moves very well with price. If we close above that today, this is on a daily chart. I think we're good to go. I think we're going to hit 80, 90, or 8 cents, 9 cents.
Yep.
And
Moving on out.
So I think we've been in a bull market since that March 12th low, personally. Everything I'm looking at, I look at the volume, I see the volume declining as we pull back there. The capitulation on March 12th, high volume, and then the bar right after it, the very next day, is very high bullish. You'd have to go back a little bit, all the way down to that real bad bottom there.
Oh, so, back here?
Yeah. So you had that capitulation volume, big red bar, and then the very next day, look at the volume on that.
Just completely reversed on that one, yeah.
Completely reversed, huge buying, showing a lot of the supply is gone, demand is very, very high. So that gives me an indication that we're going to go higher. And so from that day forward, we've already been in a bull market. And within that channel, as long as we stay within that channel, I think we're good to go.
You might see some pullbacks up around the middle that you typically do.
Yep, that upper yellow line is a weekly resistance. That's a weekly hard resistance line. So we pushed through it back in June, hit the upper end of that channel line, and now I think I think next time we get up there, we'll probably consolidate a little bit before heading higher. Anyway, just my opinion.
Right on. I like it.
So I picked up some XLM Saturday at 0.059, which was really a nice buy. Kind of happy about that one. Picked up some more yesterday.
Yeah, so I need to find out what's going on, either that or just switch exchanges, one of the two, because that's ridiculous. It's not even letting me fill orders.
How come you're not using Coinbase? The fees are too high?
They don't have some of the cryptos available on it. I don't think I can get linked there, or one of them I was looking at, I couldn't get there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or maybe it was the H bar. Originally it was H bar that I did sell some of that for a profit. I'm still holding some of that, which is still doing fairly decent. It took a little dip down with everything else, but I think that's looking similar. Let's take a look at that.
If you install the Atomic wallet, I think you can switch in and out of anything that you want pretty much. And the change rate seems to be fairly decent.
Okay. Yeah, now that I'm starting to look at multiples, I need to look at that again. That's a good idea. Let's pull up. Let me see. Let me just look.
So right now I got XRP, XLM, Link, and my wife has Ethereum.
She likes the high flyers.
Yeah. Top trade. I think this is the first time that she's bought anything besides Bitcoin. I gave her the faster horse speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said this. You gotta go with a faster horse, and she trades on Gemini now, so she can't buy XLM, but she can get Link, but she didn't buy it. She went for Ethereum instead, and yesterday Ethereum was the faster horse.
Let me turn this guy on.
And I told her I bought XLM, and today XLM is the faster horse.
She says, I don't want to hear about your lessons, David.
She tells me that all the time. She goes, I learned absolutely nothing from you. I learned it all myself. I said, okay, whatever.
Sorry, that was osmosis through sleeping next to you.
Yeah, I keep talking about the market, and I tell her what's going to happen. I told her the market of today is going to go up because everything on the spreadsheet was bullish. And I mean, we're still down a little bit on the YM, but the S&P is up 5. So, and she asks me every day, is market going up or down tomorrow? So she asked me last night, and I said, that's going up. But I said, there is a bull trap. So we'll probably see a little
pullback before it runs. Yeah.
Before we run back.
Nice.
I think she's betting with people at work or something. I don't know.
Let me grab this guy. Oh, way too many logins. I cleared out a bunch of my stuff, so I'm not logged into all my sites. We'll save that for Thursday. That's the problem with cleaning up your own cookies is you chop your own legs off sometimes. You get so used to being logged into stuff.
Yeah, that's a real problem on Safari. Once in a while, a site just won't load. It's something I visit on a regular basis. It won't load. I got to go in and clear out all the cookies for whatever reason that happens.
How's the rest of our numbers? Yeah, look at the NQ. Talk about the faster horse.
I will give you guys interested in a little teaser on the new VXX course I'm coming out with?
Oh, we are.
This is insane. I mean, it's just great stuff. Of course, you guys know that I like to test stuff like a very, very long time. I had to recreate all my trades, but here's a screen of the spreadsheet that I'm using for the trades. It's not a system in which you try to make as much profits as you can based on the charts. This is a consistent, reliable system that will trades VXX options only. And so what you do is, this is really, really interesting because Tastyworks, which is the option trading platform that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a study back in 2012 that there's a 0.69% drag on the VXX because of the way They use the futures contracts and contango in backwardation.
Yep.
So the average daily loss on the VXX is 0.69. And
Okay.
it's 0.39 in backwardation. So in contango, it's 0.69 and 0.39 on backwardation. So 90% of the time, you're going to go short. And so this is weak. This is just like the trading as a business that I did back in 2008. That was a monthly income system. This is a weekly income system. Every single week I'm in a trade, just about, except the only time I didn't get into a trade was Christmas. There was a gap there in the weeklies.
Sure. Yeah.
And the dates I got in. But other than that, I've been in this trade every single week since last year. I like to test stuff out before I release it to you guys, make sure everything's working correctly, and it's just been great, even through this volatility. I didn't show you. I think I clipped that part out, but you can see that I traded the volatility starting on February 5th. The L1 was one of the options that hit $7,800 in profits. Of course, I had losses on the other two, but I came out with a $478 profit for the week, just on that one trade. And sometimes I'm in multiple trades during the week.
You have to explain us your spreadsheet. What's L1, L2, L3?
Oh, you're going to have to stay tuned for the course.
Oh, see, there you go, guys.
That's all about the course.
Just look at the profit and loss. Here's what you want to focus on here today.
Yeah, so you're going to have losses on different options that you're into. You only buy 3 different strikes. And that's what the L1, L2, and L3 is. And then, but everything is math based. You don't even have to look at charts. I didn't look at charts at all. Here's the problem with charts. I can look at a chart. You can look at a chart, and they both look different to us.
Yep, it takes in, even as much as we try and take out emotion, there's still the human factor of emotion.
That's right. And so what this does is I'll give you a secret, a little teaser. Back in 1987, I started trading options for the first time. And there was a guy by the name of Dr. Morton Schulman. You probably don't recognize the name.
I do not.
But he was he wrote a book called How Anybody Can Make $1 Million. And he was an investor, but he was also a physician in Canada. And one of the things that he said in there that really interested me was the fact that he was doing bull call spreads and bear put spreads. And so I started doing bull call spreads in March of 1987. Every week I was putting on a new spread, and I was making $1,000, $1,200 every single week with it. I kind of got away from it after, October 1987 when the market crashed. I wasn't in the market at the time, but I thought I knew more than the market, so I ended up buying puts, but they expired before the October 87 crash, of course.
Yep.
And I lost my bet. But as I'm now kind of getting older, I'm thinking, it just occurred to me that he said something that was so important. And he said that when you're doing bull call spreads or bear put spreads, large traders who actually know what's happening in the market will bid up the premiums. And that's why you see the premium column there. And so when that rises, you want to be long, especially because it's opposite. So you want to be long the VXX. And when that premium drops, you want to be short the VXX. And so I built the entire strategy that I started last June. In fact, it was... who was the guy who I created that indicator for the VXX?
Was it Steve?
Was it Steve?
For some reason, I want to say
Greg?
I'm not positive. One of those two, I think.
So he got me thinking about the VXX, and it just drove me absolutely insane. I've been thinking about it for this entire time, and I started playing around with the VXX before he told me about it last year, and he started saying, well, is there anything we can do? And it's absolutely drove me nuts. So I started experimenting, and I started thinking about this, and that's where all this came from. Let me give you another teaser. You'll love it. These are all of the benefits from the slideshow, and then I go into specific examples, but let's do that. Do this.
Internals are thinking about going positive. Still got a little moving up. All right, here we go.
So the VXX has characteristics that make it highly probable. So everything about this, the way I've been trading it since last year is really based on a weekly system. It's math-based. It's not chart-based. You have some semi-discretion on the entry criteria, but it's pretty clear once you see it. It's rule-based exit criteria. There's no doubt about when to exit. None. Minimal trend and pattern analysis. In other words, you just kind of look and see what the trend is based on the premiums, and you know exactly what to do. And there's no adjustments. And then unlike the first trading as a business course, which was basically monthly income, you had a lot of adjustments with that. This one, there's no adjustments because you're in there every single week. So the only adjustments you're making is basically entering a new trade. And then the next slide, which is part of this, kind of gives you some additional information, which is there's a high probability of success because you know that overall 90% of the time the VXX is going to decline in value. And so all you do is capture it. Every once in a while it's going to spike up, and that's and everything is designed to take advantage of the spikes and the fact that 90% of the time it declines in value. It's a great income system.
Nice.
So it's absolutely fantastic. So this is going to be coming out hopefully within the next week. Dan's going to get a preview copy. I love his feedback on it. And as soon as he gives me some feedback, I will let you guys know.
And so to be clear, you're going to be releasing that on, I'm assuming, the Teachable platform, where the wealth management I can say that easy, the wealth masterclass is.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And it was interesting you mentioned the old, the original where this all started, the monthly income course. We had a few people asking, hey, there used to be a longer course. Where's the rest of it? I was able to actually find it because it wasn't on a couple things. And if you guys want to go back and study it, I got all 37 videos now available in the Trading as a Business.
Oh, great. Oh, awesome.
We didn't lose any of that. Some people thought we might have lost it in the transition. It's all still here.
Awesome. Oh, that's good to know because, I know somebody emailed you asking, and I didn't know if you had it up or you didn't have it up, but you found them. That's great.
Yep. So
Well, you must have been working like crazy because there's a lot of videos in there.
Yeah, this was a long one. Look at this one. There's 10 parts in this one. I got part 5 times. That's a fun one.
Yeah, it should have been part A, 5A, B, C. I don't know. But
yeah,
anyway.
there's a couple different ones for sure.
Yeah.
You mentioned adjustments, so this is the old stuff at adjustments. You can look at that.
Yeah, the problem with the adjustments. See, I did this March, April of 2008. And so, I mean, the course were great. And one of the things I did was I came out with a report. I don't know if you have that report or not, which was in September of 2008. Do you have that?
I don't know if it's not in the course yet. I might have it somewhere else.
Find it. It was a PDF that I wrote for people who were in the course to tell them that, and they missed this, I'm sure they did, is that you needed high volatility, and when volatility is coming down, you create your tents in the high volatility times, and then that creates the tent. And so you want hot volatility behind, and it's coming down. That's a perfect time to implement those trades.
Right.
But nobody paid attention to that in the course. But that's very important because everybody's trying to sell premium when it's like
when it's too low.
Yeah, when it's too low, like the VIX is at 10. You can't sell premium at 10. So that was an important thing. So if you don't have that document, I'll see if I can dig that up. The other thing is the document I did on the Greeks. Do you have that
That's
one?
in there. Yes.
Okay. That is my. If I had a masterpiece on option trading, that's it. I mean, that was a document that just. I mean, it was a bear to put together, but I wrote it in a weekend because when it was all in my head, and I just put it all on this. I just said, I got to get this out. So I put it all in that sheet right there, the Greeks. If you guys haven't seen it, go read it because it is. That's exactly anything you want to know about the Greeks, it's in there.
Yeah, I think this is the video. I have the PDF is still, I'm going to link it, but it'll be in there for sure, guys.
Okay, good. And I'll find that other document that I released for the participants in September of 2008. But this VXX system has unique benefits because you can do it weekly, and it doesn't matter whether the volatility is high or low. It works the same.
And that's nice because you can use it in conjunction with anything. So you can just set that, let it run for the week, or whenever we find out what our exit rules are, we apply them. I like it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just a beautiful system. I was a little worried when I was doing it how it was going to work during the crash, but it worked beautifully.
Probably even better than expected because, like you say, it took advantage of that spike.
Well, I mean, it's not, I mean, I guess if it predicted volatility was going to increase in the VXX. And so, of course, I took advantage of that. But because you have the way it's structured, you had double the normal amount of profits, but you didn't make crazy money.
Sure.
The thing I like about it is it's very consistent, very, very consistent. You can see the number of times. I only had 2 weeks of losing trades.
Yeah, I'll take consistent over lottery wins any day.
Very consistent, absolutely.
Just when you think you've seen it all, Dave pulls another rabbit out of the hat.
That's the only other thing besides, I've been working on income from trading options I've been trading options since 1987. But the VXX, and I've, of course, I created the video on volatility, which is in the membership site. I am a volatility guy. I love volatility. I like studying it. I like, trying to profit from it. The nice thing about it is it's more predictable than anything else that I've ever studied in the markets, because you have these, 5% of the time it spikes, the rest of the time it just falls. Very predictable.
And especially with the nuances of the VXX, like you say, and that between contango and backwardation, how it's always going down and people try to go long it and don't understand why they're losing money. Using the reverse is fantastic. So I love it. Roger says, Dave, did you say your new system is about buying options rather than selling?
No, I didn't say. Didn't say it all right.
I think you said it was about trading options.
It's options. It's definitely options, but there's a credit aspect and there's a debit aspect. So you're gonna be doing them both for credit and debits. But yeah, it's just.
So the answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer is it's about both buying and selling.
I'm looking forward to it. When's your final cut?
Well, I'm recreating all of the trades in that spreadsheet. I had to go back through all my statements in order to recreate them, and then so as soon as I'm done with that, I'm right from June all the way through March. As soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to shoot the videos. I've got the PowerPoints, which gives you all the basics and the rules and everything else in there. And then I'll do some sample trades, and we'll go in and take a look at what would happen in different scenarios. And then, so I should be done in a few days. I should be done by Friday, because I haven't done anything else. I haven't done any YouTube videos. except for the trading room here, I'm not doing anything else until this thing is done.
Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us still.
Absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Well, if you need anything along the way, anything tech gets you, you let me know.
I will. Thank you. So you're going to take off again. You're going to have a little vacay?
Yeah, we're heading out shortly after we'll still be here for the trading room on Tuesday. Next week we'll probably be off though. So I'm going to be on the road. So yeah, we're leaving for a long weekend over the 4th of July. Might just be next Tuesday that we miss, guys. So there'll be a new link for July anyway. So look for the new link next week. And we'll be here Thursday still. But yeah, after that, we're heading out to the Black Hills area. Gonna go get some peace and quiet. Looking forward to it.
Nice.
Stay one night in Sioux Falls on the way out, then make the trek across South Dakota. Out by
Nice.
Custer National Park, a little bit south of it. So we're in a new charted area down by Hot Springs.
Send me some pics.
Yeah, we'll get some new pics from my background. So here we're looking at Jasper National Park. We'll get
Yeah,
some
that's
Custer.
gorgeous.
We'll bring you Custer next week.
That is gorgeous. That is absolutely, that's a beautiful picture.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Did you put it on a poster yet? You should put it on a poster.
Right?
Yeah.
I should run it by Hallmark or something to make some
Yeah.
a couple pennies here and there. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you guys too, we were mentioning the courses, is we've been starting to get new updates in the trader resources now too. Is in here, got a bunch of books that we've all learned from, and the YM and Q spreadsheet is now up here. So that's late in books in our library. So the trading in the zone we always talk about, reminiscence of a stock operator. So this is starting to populate more and more. So here's obviously where you get your trading room link. July will be updated. So a lot of people were asking, so I went and grabbed. I'm not trading the vol arb strategy right now. As you know, I'm busy doing the other ones, but I did update the spreadsheet, and I should pull that up, Dave. You probably haven't seen this yet. It's been a while. Let me grab this guy.
Yeah, I haven't. No.
I do really like the historical spreadsheets they provide because it was a lot easier than I expected to update it. Take a look at this. We actually had a huge bell curve to the upside after the long trough to the downside.
Wow.
And look at these daily moves. 1.5%, 1.1%, 0.8, 0.9.
Minus 2.31, minus 1.89 back to back. Wow.
Yeah.
We're down to 2.5.
Look, exactly.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, look at that. This fell off a cliff.
Just crazy. We thought 3.0 was,
Yeah.
it took forever to break that 3.0 level back then. And yeah, it really smashed right through it.
Yeah, that is unbelievable.
But these signals still were nice because they were, you know, hey, this is getting up. We're going to go down again. Yeah, it took a while, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's not often we see all that. Major reversals.
And yeah, so the swing signals actually worked out pretty well if you took them. I mean, it did tell you what was coming.
Yep. And now we're trailing back up to a peak on the upside. That's the thing that's tricky now is it's harder to identify the peaks because of the market,
Yeah.
just the nature of it versus what it was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Also on the market timer spreadsheet yesterday, we were at 15. I think we were at 15 something on the ABS, which indicates that volatility is starting to decline as well. And so, you know, keep an eye on that. Also, bearish herding is really spotty. It's gone basically, except for the bull trap that we had yesterday. Everything looks pretty bullish.
Yeah, didn't you say this was the first time in a while we've dropped back below 100% on the volatility?
Well, yeah. Well, no, we've been below 100% for quite a while.
Okay. That's what I was trying to pull up, but I'm not logged in right now, so I can't pull up the latest spreadsheet.
Yeah, empty. But the flow it keeps pumping up. Like the last time was on 624. It was up to 133 when we're down 710 on the Dow, and we had a bull trap then, and the next day it went down 730 points after it went up 299. But the empty volatility is down 84%. 84%.
Jeez.
And the ABS has dropped. What was that? I think it was like 40%. ABS is down 40%. We went from 2575 down to 1536.
Wow.
And so the empty volatility dropping, ABS is dropping. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind we're going higher here. Yeah. And then plus we had the bull trap, so we had a little bit of a sell off this morning, but that was fleeting, I think.
Yeah, now it's working through it, and everybody's coming up higher here. I just took a quick peek, and looks like there's some guys that are trading, waiting for the run to come up in the gold chat room. They're getting close to their timing rules. It's almost time you can't enter a trade pretty soon, guys. They're not listening to me, though. They're busy right now.
Yeah, 1040.
Yeah, another 15 minutes, and that strategy is off the table. So they might get a little run here. I think someone was waiting for 30.57, I want to say.
Yeah. Well, even in the lockdown, those Wall Street traders will start to prepare a lunch and stuff like that at 11 o'clock. They won't come back till about 1. And it's just chop.
Exactly. This is definitely chop zone for sure. No clear direction, hovering around the zero lines. Grab your profits when you can in those days, or else you end up waiting out too long. Time's flown once again. We're at quarter to the hour, just about. Andre didn't come up with any magical insights. Andre, you're gonna have to do some homework for Thursday.
Andre, come on.
Roger, I appreciate you coming out. It's good to see you.
Andre knows a lot more than he's letting on.
He's just laying in the weeds. That's what he's doing. Well, I guess we can look forward to the awesome announcement. For those that didn't see, if you want to refer anybody, let me know. You can always go to the front page down at the bottom. We do have now a referral program. Doesn't cost anything to join it. You can send the link to your friends. You can become a Tradingology affiliate and make some money on the side. So down at the bottom, if you missed it last week, affiliate program's now open. Boom. Or if they just want to get some emails, you can join the mail list too. If they just want to, get to know us better, perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I didn't see a sign-up form there. Yeah, good.
I might have just added it yesterday.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I said, geez, I got to remind him to put a sign-up form on.
Yeah, I wanted to have it up on top, and I said, I like it there too. So get the login up there. I might put a link just to make it cruise down to the bottom. But I'm trying to make it the one-stop shop for everybody. It's for those that are looking into it. We got a video now that talks about the MES class. The next thing that's coming, I'm going to get videos so we can talk about everything. What's in silver, what's in gold, what's in elite.
Yeah, nice. I like the new site design. That looks really good.
Appreciate it. And you got a link to the video, so there you go.
Roger, thank you for coming. Hope you can join us again soon. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday for sure. Then next Tuesday we'll be away. You're very welcome, sir.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys have a good couple of days here. I am going to be extremely busy putting together this new kind of course. It's really
I like the math ones for sure. I like it when it comes down to just math.
It is. It's just math. You don't have to look at charts. So the thing that drove me nuts is that everybody has a different, I mean, you can look at a picture, I can look at a picture, it all looks different to me. Math. I like math, yes.
Yep. For sure.
Yep, just like the market timer spreadsheet, it's math. I knew the market was going up today. My wife asked me. I said, "Yep, it's going up." And hopefully, she made a couple bucks on the side with that. She never tells me. But,
Hey, you're welcome, Andre. Happy to help.
all right, guys, we'll see you on Thursday. Have a great couple of days. See you, Dan.
All right, Dave. Take it easy.